Yo, yo, yo! Welcome back, welcome back. You already know who it is. It's your boy MadeMenMelo. Come to you back live with another top 10 animated reactions from Benny's 2. Go ahead and go over to their page, like, subscribe, and comment on their page, and do so for mine as well. We're looking at the top 10 badass anime mentors. Mentors, everybody needs mentors. Even some of the greatest fighters, greatest people in the world had mentors. Same thing that goes as well as in anime. And we have some great mentors. So let's see which mentors made the list. Let's get it.
This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Anime mentors come in all forms and shapes and have become an industry staple as far as character archetypes in shonen are concerned. I mean, our heroes starting their journeys can't figure out things on their own. As far as the beginning of their journeys are concerned, it's up to the mentor to guide them and kickstart their adventure. Until the hero's grown strong enough, these people would probably sit at the top of the show's power level charts. At least, unlike the examples from other forms of media, these anime mentors won't have the habit of dying on their pupils. Or will they? Without further ado, let's get on with the list. For the first mentor on our list, we have Lisa. Jokes on anyone who thought that a list of mentors would be filled with old veterans or goofy bystander guys. How about a hottie to start off the list, eh? Mentors can be alluring as they come, and Lisa's an example of that. Lisa is one of the key mentors in the series, being Caesar's Harmon master. She's powerful too, easily demolishing vampires, pillarmen, and zombies. She's also a really tough mentor to Joseph Joestar and a master of putting up an uncaring facade in front of him. Despite appearing in her 20s, she's actually 50 years old. I guess it's just a thing with Harmon users and their slow aging. Number 9 is no stranger to 90s kids. It's good old Genkai. Snarky, sarcastic Genkai finds herself on this list as the former champion of the Dark Tournament in Yu Yu Hakusho. That's definitely not an easy feat. She's a badass who subjects the poor Yusuke to training from hell, being domineering, harsh, and condescending towards her student. The true definition of a sink or swim mentor, she really wants her pupil to go beyond his limits, making her Japanese name really fitting in a sense. Then again, it's not easy to train a student to inherit her incredible powers.
Boom! Getting that stupid hit. She's tough. Cheesecake! My man.
Let me ask you a question. Who do you think is Ichigo's most important mentor? Rukia? Nah, personally I'd give the title to our friendly neighborhood storekeeper. But Rukia was the one who gave Ichigo his powers. Yes, but isn't it Urahara that unlocked Ichigo's full powers after he got owned by Byakuya? More than that, Urahara is also responsible for preparing the rest of the gang for the trip to Ueiko Mundo. It soon revealed that Urahara is indeed a lot stronger than he seems. More than being a very capable Shinigami, he was once also a captain of the Gotei 13. His intelligence and preparation knows no bounds, and he's instrumental in ending the conflicts of several arcs. Now go read the manga to see more of him in action and stay for his awesome Bankai.
Soon, Bleach, soon. Hunter Hunter.
It was only a matter of time before we get a badass mentor in the form of a little girl. That's anime for you. And yes, this little girl's one of the strongest characters of the series, according to Togashi's power level charts. Biscuit is first encountered by Gon and Killua during the Green Island arc and is the one responsible for training them in refining their nen. You know, the funny thing with Biscuit is that she's a mentor who conceals her true form using her powers, something you probably wouldn't want to see. Don't worry, she feels the same way. Her desire to get rid of her original appearance is the one thing responsible for granting her powers. You'd rather be trained by a little girl than a buff Amazon, right?
Pretty much. Jiraiya Sensei. You could have did a lot, but Jiraiya was pretty much his stepdad.
You wouldn't expect to have a top
His
mentor
goddad.
list without Jiraiya, would you? Besides the hots he has for women, the outgoing Jiraiya is mostly known as the mentor for our titular protagonist in Naruto. And what better mentor than one of the strongest shinobi of the Leaf Village? Don't let that silly, deviant attitude fool you. Not only did Jiraiya become a teacher for Naruto, he also trained Minato and the Ame orphans. Ultimately, beneath that super perverted nature lies someone who truly sees the potential in his latest pupil, the prophesized chosen one. It helps that unlike Nagato, his newest student, that is Naruto if you still haven't guessed it, fully accepts and integrates his optimistic and hopeful outlook in life. His last stand provided some of the most dramatic moments in the Shippuden anime.
My man.
We're at the halfway mark now, and it's time to roll out Korosensei. What's that tentacle monster doing here? You probably haven't watched Assassination Classroom, have you? Don't let that silly and harmless appearance fool you. This is one badass teacher. Credited with destroying the moon at the start of the series, Korosensei is by all means a being of mass destruction. Blessed with a plethora of powers, assassinating him is pretty much impossible. However, that doesn't mean that he's that huge, stereotypical doomsday-type creature. For all the talk about him being a monster, Korosensei gets along really well with his students and serves as an excellent teacher. Eventually, it's revealed that past that invincible and overpowered facade lies a troubled soul that desires weakness. Despite the intimidating nature that lies underneath the huge smile, Korosensei isn't so bad after all. Just make sure to follow this one cardinal rule. Don't ever try to harm his students.
And I waited so patiently. If you could take off, don't wait for me.
いいね。逃げない覚悟。いい男じゃないの。ま、うちの旦那の方が数万倍いい男だけどさ。
Make way for the next female to grace the list, Izumi Curtis at number 4. That's a name I haven't heard in a while. Izumi
know,
Curtis'
right?
favorite way of introducing herself
to
is by
think back.
calling herself a mere housewife. Really? Who falls for that? I mean, just look at her. Don't let her introduction fool you. She's best known for being the mentor to the Elric brothers, teaching them alchemy and martial arts. It takes one huge badass to survive Fort Briggs for a month with nothing but a machete. But it also takes a whole level of badass to scare the lights out of the Elrics, even when they're in the face of their actual foes. Looks like the training from hell did a number. Izumi may be scary as hell, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have hidden depths. I'd say that she leans more on the tough love spectrum of things. In fact, she's notably good at empathizing with the Elrics after learning about their attempt at human transmutation.
Straight tossing mofos. Get that boy clothesline from hell. Silver's Riley.
Next on the list is Silver's Rayleigh. One Piece's Silver's Rayleigh is a living legend. He's one of the remaining crew of the Roger Pirates, led by the legendary Goldie Roger himself. Thanks to him, Luffy mastered the use of Haki. He has since quit piracy, but that doesn't mean that he's grown rusty over the years. Just ask Kizaru. Going toe-to-toe with an admiral is no easy feat, and Rayleigh more than lives up to his nickname of the Dark King. Quickie to those who can guess what makes his feat all the more astounding. He doesn't have a devil fruit. Of course he doesn't. Want to hype someone to be really strong beyond imagination, give him all those feats, and make sure that he doesn't have a devil fruit. Now that's how you build a badass.
Beast. Haven't gotten to that part. I'm sorry.
The world's greatest hero, All Might, is next on the list. Who doesn't know the greatest paragon of justice these days? I'm not exaggerating when I say that about All Might. Who else can inspire a whole generation to become heroes? None other than everyone's favorite all-American themed hero. You can't get a better teacher than him if you're a student at UA, and you couldn't ask for a better mentor than the world's greatest hero. Deku is surely one lucky hero, being not only the recipient of powers from the world's greatest hero, but also his hand-picked successor. When faced with a whole league of villains as powerful as the ones in My Hero Academia, you'd be glad to have All Might by your side. No other hero brings terror to villains while being a caring mentor as well as he does. Whoever said that hero mentors have to be shining
Rurouni
paragons of
Kenshin, baby.
justice who love their pupils with all their hearts? You're delusional. Hiko Sejuro finds himself topping this list for his attitude and power. Rarely do we see someone who's so condescending of his own student and confident in his own abilities have the capacity to back it up, but this guy does. He doesn't care whether he faces a master swordsman or a hulking giant, he'll tear through them like the badass that he is. Yes, Kenshin's own mentor is, bar none, the strongest character in the series. None can even come close to matching him in swordsmanship. Even Shishio's nothing but a puny roadblock, if he's to be believed. Unfortunately, he just doesn't care. Hiko Sejuro cares little about the world and its conflicts. He's that big of a badass to be far beyond those puny conflicts, and that's why he finds his way to the top of the list.
Dope.
And that's going to do it for this one, the top 10 badass mentors in shonen anime. Before I end this video, I'd like to give a shout out to this video's sponsor, Squarespace. Squarespace is one of the easiest to use and beautiful website development tools out there with 24
Thank you for tuning in. This your boy MadeMenMelo. That was a good ass list. I appreciate you so very much. Thank you for the follows. I appreciate it. I gotta go. You guys have a wonderful day.